Hello guys, and you join me back playing some more Hearts of Iron 4. We left off just after last episode where we just finished, I think it was Italy first, which was this one here, which lets us create our own faction, the Novus Imperium Romanum. Now we're going to try and befriend Romania, and what that should allow us to do then is invite them to the faction, hopefully, and then be able to do like some kind of pincer movement on Yugoslavia. So I also annexed, occupied, depending on how you want to use the term, Albania down here. I've got some units ready to push in. I've got some units pushing from the northwest as well, which will be very good. And we're just building up a useful size fleet in terms of our navy, and we've also got our air forces ready to jump in as well. So we're just going to see how this goes. Now, because I've created my own faction, it does kind of put me in a bit of a difficult situation with Germany, because obviously they're Axis. They probably wanted me to join. I've gone and said, fuck you, Germany. I want to go on this on my own. So they may turn around at some point and declare war on me, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's continue on. And we're wasting all day not playing. So at some point I do expect Germany to take over Austria. They haven't done it just yet. We've got some free dockyards to use. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we finished the battleship we had. So let's just make a few more destroyers, I think. Because how many convoys we got? Actually, you know what? I'm going to build some more convoys up. How many can we sacrifice into convoys? And I'm going to add an extra 200. So it kind of bunks us up to just over 400 convoys. Yeah, that'll work. Now, how are we doing down here? Now, I don't want to get drawn into a war with the UK sometime soon, just because I will get completely overwhelmed. And the fact of the matter is, when you think of United Kingdom, the Allies is very big. If we actually go down to the, I think is it factions tab down here, where is it? There's diplomacy, there we go. You've got the Allies here, which also consist of India. You've also got most of Africa. You've also got Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, British Malaysia, Sri Lanka. You've got quite a sizable one, and also Canada. And then a few other territories here and there. And then obviously quite quickly all these other countries start joining. So you have France that joins, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. Then the final one is probably the biggest one, United States. Yeah, so we'll just see how this goes, because at the moment we've not got many. We've got 3 main factions. You've got Axis, you've got Common Turn Allies, and then you've got my faction, which is, I think, reasonable size. I mean, we have more territory than Germany does, but they've got a better military than I do. So, am I doing some kind of... We do have... Oh, we're justifying against them, so that should be sometime soon. The independence of Yugoslavia is guaranteed, which is a bit of a worry. I wasn't expecting the United Kingdom to do that, but they've been a bit of a prick, so we might get drawn into war with them in some points anyway. But we'll see what Germany does, because they're going to actually annex, yeah, they're going to annex Austria sometime soon, with the Anschluss. Is it Anschluss? My accent is very horrible when it comes to pronouncing things, but I think it's Anschluss, which basically means they give Austria the option to either be annexed or be conquered, or, you know, voluntary or by force. Yeah, come on, let's see what else we got. Okay, so we've got some more divisions bunked up here. Let's bring some mountain troops. Actually, you know what, I'm going to actually put some of these guys in ports, because I don't want the United Kingdom being able to walk all over me very much easily. Let's see what else we got. So these are all occupied, which is good. Justification conquering. Wow. Oh yeah. So that's good. Where else do we need to go here? So we've got some units on there. I think all my ports are covered, which is good. Although we don't have this one down here. So what I'm going to do is send you here. And then you can go down to there. And also I've got France to worry about here. So if I jump to there, there's also another port here. And that'll stop them also being able to get across to me. And then we'll send another unit down. I'm going to use these mountain guys just to push across up here. I feel that's maybe a good idea. There we go, befriend Romania. Nice, so that increases our friendship towards them. They are still a bit upset with me, different ideology, but Romanian opinion of Italy is, yeah, diplomatic focus, which is good. So let's have a non-aggression pact with them. Should maybe increase our standing some more. So now we've done that one, we can go after France, we can do the war with UK, we can demand the Balearic Islands off nationalist Spain if we want to, but I'm not going to for now. War with Greece, befriend Turkey. Ooh, that actually might be a really good one. Let's see. I think I'm going to go for industrial effort. I need to just bunk that out some more. There we go. So we've got a nice non-aggression pact, so that'll increase the liking some more. And then we could improve relations and just keep the ball rolling. So we're going to do that. It does mean you have to use some political power, but that's fine. We've also got a tank division ready to go. What should I do with this? I've got quite a large force down here, but I ain't got much in terms of here. So I'm going to put this guy here. And these guys are going to jump onto this one. Switzerland I'm not bothered about, just simply because they have a neutrality focus, more or less. So they just stay neutral, as they did in World War II. They're just not bothered at all, the Swiss. Which is sometimes a good thing. I mean, you can imagine when, if you think about it in terms of when Germany and Italy conquered more or less the entire Europe, you had Switzerland just here, in the middle of it all. Which was just quite hilarious, to be honest. Right, so how long does this justification war go last for? Because it only lasts for so long period of time. Does it tell me? No, it might be actually a permanent one then. Some of them wear off after a period of time, so if you don't actually declare war on them, you lose it, and then you get a bit of a negative buff, or debuff. So people are a bit pissed off at you because you've said you're going to take over this country and then you don't do it. So it's like bluffing, really. Yeah, cool. It's going alright. Obviously, I'm just concerned about the United Kingdom's navy, because they can come in from 2 points. They can come in from here, and also here. So the idea would be I capture the Suez Canal. Is this Suez Canal? I think it is. Yeah, which is a point you can get through, and also there's Gibraltar Strait, which I would have to actually take it, which is extremely difficult considering you more or less want nationalist Spain to kind of take it for you. Because I think it does have some coastal forts, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's got level 2, and it's also got a naval base, so it's very difficult to take by the by sea. I mean, Italy's navy is quite large. I mean, if I look in terms of how many ships I have, I've got 3 battleships, 8 heavy cruisers, 12 light cruisers, 82 destroyers, and 56 submarines. But that's nothing compared to the United Kingdom's navy, which is absolutely humongous. I think it's like 200 ships. And plain Air Force, well, not too bad. We've got a couple of fighters, tactical bombers, close air support, some more fighters down there, and the naval bombers. But just have to keep wary. There we go, so that's finished. Let's have a look. What can we go for? So we've researched prepared defences, which gives us more defence and organisation, which is good. I might want to go down here for research time, minus 3%, which makes stuff a bit quicker to learn. Right. Now, just keep in mind, guys, if you do have any suggestions or anything I should be doing, or any kind of hints or tips, pointers, whatever, please by all means leave them in the comments below. I always read them. It's always great trying to have some feedback on what I should be doing. Like I said, I'm not amazing at this game. I'm okay, but there's going to be always people that are going to be a lot more better than me out here. You know, play this game, so it'd be nice just to see where we are. Yeah, and I forget Bulgaria's in our little faction as well, so we can basically, if we get Romania on side, it gives us a really good point. So basically the entire east coast of, yeah, Yugoslavia is taken. But oh, what's that? We've got Austria, which is being gobbled up by Germany. So what are they going for next? They're going for air innovation, number 2. Now the idea is, do I wait for Germany to declare war and suck the kind of UK in, and then do I then go for the UK afterwards, or do I kind of like, because I'm worried about France at the moment. If I declare war, it's only United Kingdom that we have to deal with. Which is okay in terms, but then as soon as France join, it leaves me in a bit of a difficult situation. Okay, so that's done. Shall we get some radar? No. Let's have a look. Where are we in industry? So I started going down the concentrated industry, didn't I? Which I could get, which boosts factory output, dockyard output, and maximum factories in the state by plus 20%. How are we doing on air? Oh yeah, because I'm just upgrading my fighters, aren't I? Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for these. How are we doing? I can't do that for another year, really. So, that's mechanised. Let's go for this. 135 days, not too long. Let's start speeding that up. Oh, so we've got another unit ready to go. This is really good. So let's put this on the border here. I haven't really kind of put many units on this side, so it might be just a good idea to do that. Alright, okay, you're done. So I've just researched the, I think, with the L6 tank. So I can go for this one soon, but that's fine. Artillery, what we got? Okay, so I'm going to go for interwar artillery. One thing I noticed starting as you get into the game more and more, especially down the research trees, you start having to research more than you can actually research. So you get a bit behind. So if you focus on one particular area, you become really strong in it, but other areas you'll more or less lack. I don't think there's no way you can kind of research everything equally. So you have to kind of think of what do you want your main focus to be with a lot of stuff. God, the training of these units is absolutely phenomenal. I must have a lot of equipment. How much have we got here? So we've got actually a surplus, but we are using more than we're actually making. We've got 14,000. I guess we got a lot from when we had the war with Ethiopia. Yeah, and the other problem I'm going to have is if you look at where my extra territories are in Africa, I've got two I need to worry about. You've got the UK's down here, and basically everywhere. But then I guess the more thing I want to do is push for this. Oh, so many choices on what to do. I really want to attack, but I'm concerned about if I do that, drag the UK into a war, then I also drag the France into a war, and then I've got to defend not only on this front, but also on basically everywhere else. Because naval invasions are such a pain in the ass in some cases. I've got my ships everywhere, so it's not too bad. What I should do is actually just combine them all into one. I'm not going to say massive fleet, but if I make all my... bring them all into one area and then just spread them out. So I'm going to do that. What else we got? So we've got another fleet here. Let's bring you. Where else we got? I think I've got another fleet here. This is my biggest I've got round, so let's just bring you round. Oh. And we've got a lot of ships here. Which is good. And I think I had some on the... there's a harbour here, isn't there? Right. And then the final bit I had was down here. Now, the biggest concern, obviously, is also when I declare war on the UK. These guys get kind of a bit cut off in this little strait area. So I might want to bring them back just so I've got... oh, it's there. All my fleet in the Mediterranean. Because they're more kind of like concentrated here, where I have most of my strength. I also did my national focus. Right, okay. Extra research slots. Let's get that down. Right, here comes my fleet. So this is where we can just see the complete size of it all as well. And they all start coming in. So we've got another 13 there. These guys are going to come up through the strait, which the UK don't mind me using. 135. Wow. Can we merge all these? It makes it easier. I always forget what the merge all button is. There we go. Boom. Wow. And here comes the other ones. Good. I'm always trying to think what's the best way to have a fleet. You know, you want to consist of some fleets with a mix of battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and then have a couple of submarines as well. But you sometimes like your submarines to be on their own, just because it makes it why they can go convoy raiding. So do somewhat what the Germans did in World War II, where they basically went and just built tons and tons of U-boats and just started sinking the British convoys and eventually the Americans, and they caused quite a lot of problems for us, because if they more or less, with the UK being an island, if they basically starved us into submission, it probably would have worked. Unfortunately, that never actually happened, so thankfully, you know, we won. Right, okay. So let's create a new fleet. Let's get all my battleships. Let's grab all my cruisers. Let's grab all you. And you. I don't want the submarines, I just want these guys. Here we go. So we want to split this in half, but I'm going to have one fleet for now. So how do I do this? Right click. Oh yeah, so there's a way to split. I don't want to merge. God damn it, what is the split button? There's a way you can do it, and I'm just being a bit silly right now. Right click to create a fleet. There we go, split the fleet. So that gives it more or less half and half. So the idea is I can have 2 submarine fleets, so I can have one guy here. What we got? We've got spot chance, number of ships in first contact, which is good. So I've got these guys. We've got a lot of these ones that are just all in first contact, but I'm going to put this guy here, and then this one can be someone who's very similar, so this one. So this guy can be like, select this fleet, it can be based, I'm trying to think, how do I want to more or less make the Mediterranean out? So I put like one side here, another side down here. Yeah, we'll do that. So I base a fleet here of submarines. And then the idea is then I also have another fleet here, and I put it on this side, so maybe have it from the island of Rhodes. Which is good. And then I just need to worry about my main fleet. So let's have those come off. So I'm going to go, select this. Okay, so I probably want to do the same thing again, split these up, but I'm going to have, so let's have a look here. So split them, that halves them out evenly, and then we've got 2 fleets, which is good. So you in there, and you in there. And we'll do the same again, so we'll have one on one side of the Mediterranean, the other on the other. So let's bring you down to here. Cool. And then let's move this other guy. What should we do with you? Let's move you. Yeah, I'll keep you. Yeah, we'll have you on the east coast. Right. So what we got here? So we've got some more production available, which is good. What are we missing? Towed artillery. Got a heavy tank there we researched. Is there anything we're particularly lacking at the moment? Probably planes, I think. Let's bunk you up. And let's get some towed artillery built as well. Bunk you to there, drop you down. That gives me an extra slot to use. What we got? Let's. Yeah, we'll have close air support. We need to bunk some of them up as well. Cool. And then the Navy, which I think's just finished its. Yeah. So these are stockpile at the moment. What we got here? So let's get some destroyers building. So we'll have 10 of them, and we'll have them build in. I'm building here in this port, and then we've got another 7 to use. That's a good one to go for. Should we go for some more heavy cruisers? A couple of lights. We've got battleship 2, submarine 2. Let's get some submarines going. Let's bunk you up to 6, you to 6, and then have this. We'll have it in Naples. There we go, that'll work. And then I'm also building some of which I don't have a template for, but that's fine. I just want to make sure I've got them for later on, at some point. Okay, so that's all my fleets ready. So it's a mix of destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and all that kind of good stuff. My submarines can just more or less sink convoys. Right. God, it's so warm today, it's ridiculous. I think it's something like 25 degrees outside. Which is a problem because my room just gets really warm quite quickly. Especially in the summer. So these are still building. I think I've done all my mountain divisions. They've finished completing now. Construction's done. Yes. Okay. Let's go for resource gain efficiency, I think. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to help support my channel, then hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell icon and check the little mark which says send me all notifications for this channel to keep up to date on everything that I do. Follow me on Twitter and player.me, and finally leave a comment below.